Truly. Law Nation. Let's grind. Mic check 1, 2, and 3. The Dallas Cowboys is the conversation for the day. We considered the bottom of the East without a game being played, baby. And I absolutely love it, right? I absolutely love it. For those who out there that don't understand, just stick around. Let's go. Let's continue to grind, to shine, baby. The Dallas Cowboys, one way or another. Yup. They say really ain't no party like a cowboy party. Well, according to most, the party has started and the Cowboys are late. We're late, baby. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. The name is Law Nation. What's up, everybody? I really appreciate you guys for joining us for this particular show to talk Cowboys, sports talk, and beyond. I get it. It appears that everyone is making moves around the NFC East. But the team that won this particular division, who I'm not saying that you should get a cookie for it, is being disrespected. And I understand, right? It's been 26 years, and the Cowboys have not did this. They have not done that. And a lot of people are angry and upset, swinging at the air. Instead of us being 12-5, it felt like most people – They can say, well, Law, it was more so 5-12. We got the quarterback that nobody want. We got the running back that they ready to get rid of. We got Tony Pollard that they want to start. We got no more Amari Cooper. The sky is falling. The world is flat. It's not round. You know, the moon burst out last night. You got all of these things, right, that's negative. According to most critics, pundits, the Cowboys didn't do nothing in the draft. They played it safe. They got Tyler Smith, who they could have went got this guy versus that guy. A third of the Cowboy Nation would have been happy if it went like this with the 24th pick. The Cowboys select Kobe Dean. You know, a lot of people, they're angry and upset about Damone Clark. The list goes on and on and on. And the last I checked, in the NFC East, the only team that put up a real good fight against the Dallas Cowboys last year was the Washington football team when the Cowboys fell asleep behind the wheel while that was up, right? And we rest everybody, and then all of a sudden we looked up and said, oh, here they come. But I recall a time in a situation in the storyline, just this time around last year, the Washington Commanders were talking a lot of heat, speaking with their chest, saying that their defense was the best thing since sliced bread. And the year before that, I believe it was the Giants, right? I can't make this stuff up. The Giants was banging on the table. We got a new coach by the name of Judge, and he's going to be the judge, jury, and executioner of everybody that's over here in the NFC East. Do you guys recall? I don't forget it. And before the season kicked off, I said, hey, say what you want. The Cowboys going to sweep the NFC East. And everybody on their fan base who follow the channel, whether or not they subscribe or blindly following the channel, because they hear, I know, because they echo the same things I'm saying.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah, no, that's what they were saying. They were absolutely, they watching, right? I probably have more Giants, Eagles, and Washington fans than I do have Cowboy fans watching my show. As much as they spit out the stuff about the Dallas Cowboys and be right on the point of saying go Cowboys at the end of the season. And I got something that God blessed me with is a photographic memory, and I can see some of the names, and I sit there and say, yeah, he might have forgot, but I didn't forget 3-4 years ago when you was here talking bad about my team. Keep doubting us and flex us on them. Yeah, ain't that's right, Jay Versick, appreciate you. Lord, how do you remember all those things that I be spitting out? Because I read it once. Yeah, I read it once. And it is what it is. Last year around this time, Dak Prescott, meat falling off the bone with his shoulder, right? And they said, hey, it's because of the quarterback. He going to have to change up his throwing mechanics and his technique or what have you. And excuse me, here's the craziest thing of it all. Amari Cooper, while he was here, according to the Giants, the Washington, and the Eagles, he's not elite. Now that Amari Cooper is gone, he is elite. I can't make this stuff up. Lord, can you stop speaking so much truth and make my teeth white? And let me know if my oppositions, let me know if their teeth is white and if they got a beard, because I'm spitting truth over here. You know, it's just crazy. Amari Cooper, when he was here, he's not elite. But now that he's gone, he's elite. I just got to say that again. You know, and last I checked, pretty much, let me know, Cowboy Nation, it's been 26 years. But I never recall a time in this long drought. The only team that really close to us is the Giants, by the way. The Giants, right? They got 4 Super Bowl rings. Shout out to them. You know, shout out to them. And then they love moving the goalposts. So let me, before I say shout out to the Washington, let me just go ahead and do that. Shout out to the Washington. They got through. And shout out to the Eagles. If they want to count the Super Bowls that they won in 1912 and 1913 and all of that, if they want to count those as Super Bowls when it was like 4 teams out there, shout out to them. They have 4. They have 4 titles. If they want to count those, right? You know, if they want to count those, they got 4 titles. But the last I checked, 4 is less than 5, and 3 is less than 5. Last I checked, let me know if I'm wrong. Last I checked. But shout out to them. But this is what they like to do. They like to jump on another team's glory and another team's shine and say, well, Law, what happened to you guys in the playoff? Did you beat the 49ers? But did you guys beat us? The last time the Eagles beat the Cowboys is when we had Benjamin DiNucci. What's his middle name? It's Anthony, you know. But shout out to them. And it was a struggle beating us there. It was a struggle beating us. They didn't pull off into the third quarter. Oh, and let me say this to all of the Eagles fans since y'all speaking with your chest out. You still got to play it. Law, you out of your mind, Law. Law Nation, we going to trash y'all. I said, okay, all right. I'm waiting. Law Nation, now we have Slay on one side, and now we have James Bradbury on the other side. It's finna be shut down. Law, those Eagles fly, Law, fly, Eagles, fly. I'm sitting there like, okay. Excuse me. Now, when I swing the truth out there, I'm posting content on my channel. I'm not going to their channel. They coming to me. How dare you, Law, show that clip of C.D. Lamb burning up. How dare you do that and show that clip of C.D. Lamb burning up James Bradbury? Keep that same energy. Where do you think that energy come from? Where do you think that energy come from? I kept the same energy. I'm waiting on y'all to keep y'all energy, you know? I kept the same energy against the Washington team all last year when they were spitting all of that rhetoric, right? I kept the same energy with those Eagles fans all last year. I wasn't hiding. My channel's up, right? The comment section is there. And excuse me, the Giants. I kept that same energy. Keep that same energy. What you think I'm doing? I'm keeping the same energy. And excuse me, Cowboy Nation. I'm not hard to find. You know, I'm on 50,000 platforms. If you look up Roku, you see me. If you look up Black People Mates, you will see me. Excuse me, if you look up Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, Black Planet, I'm there on Twitter and Twitch. And I kept the same energy. Yes, and let me know if I'm lying. And excuse me if I'm not mistaken. Did they just acquire Slay? Wasn't Slay on that team when we had Andy Dalton burning that team up over there in Eagles country? Excuse me. That was in the pandemic year. Wasn't Slay on that team when we put up 40 points on them? Week 3 last year. Let me know where I'm lying. I hold on to receipts pretty well because after win, lose, or draw, I do a thing called a film session. Let me know. I really need to know. Because they all of those teams, the Giants, the Washington team, the Eagles, they all say they want Dallas, beat Dallas. When have you ever heard the Cowboys going down and saying, hey, we want Eagles, we want Eagles. We want the Washington team. We want Giants. Huh? Well, I'm trying to figure that out. Look, they tried to be disrespectful, right? Which one of those teams try to be disrespectful and bring their benches, right? And label them and put them in the star, you know, where we at. Which one of those teams was it? And then they try to copycat, and then we say, okay, we'll bring our benches. They all said, look, last I checked, we don't ask for them, they ask for us. And then when I hit them with the brick of truth, somebody's hurting. So when I hit them with what they want for.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too.
That's what happened. the no-name team. Sin City, baby. I love it, man. Sin City says breaking news. They look good on paper. Show me. Yeah, show me. Yeah. Omar says Laura Brunson school law this week. Where? If he's schooled, he's taking notes. Because like I said the last time I checked, we on a 3-game winning spree against the Eagles. So there's 3 consecutive games that he's looking up to the nation. Go tell your boy Lord Brunson I said that and let me know where I lied. 3 consecutive games in a row that the Eagles are breaking their necks looking up to the blue and silver. Let me know where I'm lying. And let me know if Lord Brunson got anything to combat against that. Let me know if that's a fact. Let me know. Or Philly 500 or the other guy who walks around trying to date and pick up 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds. I forgot that man's name. Let me know. Let me know. It's embarrassing. It's total pandemonium. But at the end of the day,
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud, too.
I'm the law over here. The case is closed. No rebuttal. Dogs, they look it up. I don't even know where that guy at. He dude got shot up in. No, you can't claim him and
You liar!
you can't claim him and then now disown him now. That's a part of you. EDP is a part of you. Because if you didn't refute him on the front end, don't try to refute him now. That's a part of your trash. Jalen Hurts is still your quarterback. Yup. All right. Yup. You only good as your last name. Oh, you only good as your last film, by the way. Yeah, James, shout out to you in the chat. But it is what it is. See, if you deal with fire, you get hit with fire. Iron sharpened iron, steel sharpened steel. And I wouldn't be talking about this if I didn't know what I'm talking about. Yup. Appreciate you. They was look, see Nick, yep, they was subscribed to him, right? Look at C, rewind it and look at C Nick's. Look at his comment. They were subscribed to him, but now you don't own him. Okay, all right, cool. Jalen interception hurts. I feel you on that. But this is the thing. The Dallas Cowboys, heading into this conversational piece, I've been hit up with all type of talk tracks that, well, you do know that James Bradbury is better, flat out better than Trayvon Diggs.
You liar!
If you feel that way, you can roll with it, but you still got to play it. Well, Law, wasn't you last week or 3 weeks ago saying that the Cowboys should sign James Bradbury? And for those who watched the tape of what I was talking about, they said, man, Law put me on to something. Law said that James gave up 7 touchdowns, right? Passer rating when targeted was 100. Anthony Brown gave up 5 touchdowns. Passer rating when targeted was 84 or 82-ish, I believe, if my memory served me correct. And I said the only one up that James Bradbury got over Anthony Brown is the fact, hear me out before you guys try to shank me with the butter knife, is the fact that he had 4 interceptions juxtaposed to Anthony Brown's 3. But then in that same video, I literally said Anthony Brown is a 4-3 guy. James Bradbury is a 4-5-ish guy, right? And I did brought up the fact that my guy C.D. Lamb, Yoga flamed him. Let me know if I'm wrong. And here's my 1,000% truth on that. To all of the Eagles fans, if you want a cookie, James Bradbury is a really good DB. He's really good. I'm not saying that he's trash. You see what I'm saying? Slay is not trash. I like Slay. Hell State, right? Hell State. You know I love my Mississippi boys. But what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? But all off season, last year it was. Shout out to you, my guy, South Tex. You remember the Giants won the off season last year, all off season last year, right? They said, man, they got the guy. What was this guy from Tennessee? What was the guy they got, the DB they got from Tennessee? His name is the tip of my tongue. All last year. They went and got that move. And the only person, that was a threat to me on that doggone Giants team was Logan Ryan. I just feel like, shoot, he was an assassin. I think that Logan was a guy, in my opinion. In my opinion, he pretty much derailed my whole thoughts of what we were going to do in that 2020 year. He was. Right? Because of that hit, how he tackled Dak Prescott in 2020. And I said that, man, when the Cowboys play the Giants, Dak could be reliving that moment in his mind, right? Dak Prescott could have those thoughts permeating through his mind of what Ryan did to him when he was out there on the field. Right? And the way he tackled him, it was just kind of crass of Logan, But, they both met up off season and they talked about everything and they met up before the game or after the game and they went over everything, right? So that was the only thing. Tyreek says, Law Nation, we can't sit here in front of the Eagles or making push for that. They're going to get at least we're throwing darts at them on the board. That dart. Hold on, let me try to read this correctly. Let me see. Eagles are making a push for it. Not saying it's going to work, but at least they're throwing darts at the board. Okay. What darts are we throwing at the board? Cowboys board. What darts are we throwing? Here's the thing. When you're 12-5, what hole do we need to fill? What hole do we need to fill as it relates to the darts that need to be thrown? We can talk about offensive line. They prefer youth over age there, over older players. And they went and drafted Tyler Smith. Do we know what Tyler Smith is going to look like heading into 2022? No, we don't know. All right? What dart did we throw as it relates to tight end? Well, last year, we pretty much had a tight end who was playing for a contract year. And the Cowboys, one can argue, hell, that tight end, Dalton Schultz, you can literally argue and say, well, Law, they should have threw a dart at O.J. Howard or any of the other wide receivers, other tight ends that was available. But according to the Cowboys' thoughts and Dalton Schultz accolades, their stat line didn't equate to what Dalton Schultz exhibit. He only had 3 drops last year. Passer rating when targeted was 122. I'm not saying that Dalton Schultz is the next best thing since sliced bread, but dog it, he been in the system for a minute. And he's been the security blanket for the Dallas Cowboys. Right? So when you start talking about wide receivers, I get it. I absolutely understand that we would love to see the Cowboys make a play on maybe a Jarvis Landry or who else that was out there. And I know Jarvis signed with the Saints. What other wide receivers you would want? And then we're going to talk about the defensive side of the coin. But what darts do you want to be thrown on the offensive side when they are the number one offensive collectively in total yards and points? You're missing Amari Cooper. They went and got James Washington, and I'm not saying that James Washington can replace Amari Cooper. They drafted Jalen Tolbert. One can argue that they had a second-round grade on him, and they scooped him up in the third. Julio Jones, how did that work out for him in Titans land, right? Will Fuller, he been a journeyman for most of his career. He couldn't even catch a cold, butt-naked slider down a pole and North Pole, So I'm trying to look. I'm trying to think, like, if you guys want that feel good stuff, you can leave. I'm not finna give you guys that feel good. Hey, we should have did this and we would have been here if we did that. You still got to lace them up. And yes, you can talk about closing the gap, but baby, the Dallas Cowboys put up 40 points on it, pretty much everybody in the NFC East. 40 points. They went with a mentality mindset that we're going to play physical football. And we clocked out. I played the audio. If anybody should be talking noise about the Cowboys, should be the Denver Broncos, should be jumping over here talking cash money, maybe the Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers. Those should be the teams that's sitting over here. And if you're an Arizona Cardinals fan, you should be jumping over here talking noise. Everybody else need to hush. Maybe the Raiders, but the Raiders know that they got away with one, you know. But anybody else, they need to hush. They need to sit back and watch, eat some popcorn, see if the Cowboys can trip and fall on their faces themselves. But until otherwise, they don't know what it feels like beating the Cowboys. If you think I'm lying, let me know. Do the Washington football team know what it feels like beating the Cowboys? No. They don't know what it feels like. Do the Giants know? The Eagles know. They don't know what it feels like. Because that's how bragging rights work. I go through it every year. When my JSU beat up Alcorn, I'm talking cash money all until we play Alcorn again. That's JSU for you, right? HBCU. When we beat Southern, I'm going to talk all type of noise until Southern beat us again. But I gotta listen to them when Alcorn beat us too. That's just how it is. Y'all think I'm supposed to lay down and fold up like a wallet or a lawn chair and say, hey, the Cowboys, without even playing a game, without even a chance to lose, is going to lose to the Giants, the Eagles, the Washington team. You got to realign your faith in your fandom for your team if you that type of person. And I don't want to hear, well, realistically, boy, sugar, we got Dak Prescott. What's his record? Do you want me to pull that up against those teams in the NFC East, even if they want to say least? Some of y'all forgot how to be fans. Y'all let the media spoil your mind and not understanding that the word fan is a word that's extracted from fanatic. Some of y'all get to running. Some of y'all get to running right when you hear the where my sound at? Look, I can't even find it. Some of y'all get to running. Some of y'all get to running as soon as you hear the sound. You right there. You right there. When they do like this, you just tell them, hey, put that gun down. Pick up your teeth. Now I got the gun. Some of y'all are so faint, y'all think that this paper can win games. That's the sad part of it. They cried it. Look, Alex, they cried in January, huh? That what you said? Okay. Cooling. Yeah. Oh, my gosh, man. Dak is 7-3 against those Eagles. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, 7-2, if you really want to do the technicalities of it. But that's a story of a different day. It's a story of a different day. I mean, that's what rivalry talk's supposed to be about, right? But somehow along the way, people got fickle. People got slant and shallow, scared to talk glowingly of their own player on their team. Let me see if I can pull this up right quick. Want to pull up. That's James Bradbury right there. Let me check my reference right here. Passer rating allowed, is that 100? Yep. Missed tackles, is that 14? Yep, that's 14 missed tackles. And what I can tell you guys, 60 reception allowed and 4 INTs is pretty good. Let me check my reference right here. 65 receptions allowed out of 117 targets. They targeted the hell out of Anthony Brown. 3 INTs. I ain't worried about that. 11 missed tackles. Passer rating allowed 84. Passing yards per reception 12. 21 stops. I'm definitely not trying to say that Anthony Brown is better than anybody. I'm not saying that. But you would not see a gang of people jumping around because somebody signed Anthony Brown, and that's the reality of it. Same should be said about James Bradbury. You got to play the game. But I get it. I get it. Some people going to be like, nah, Law, hold on. Do you have any more evidence to that, Law? Yep, I do. Sit back and chill, relax a little bit. Let me pull up my guy, Trayvon Diggs, because everybody loves to use. Trayvon Diggs gave up 1,000 yards, Law. And I searched everywhere. I looked high and low. I couldn't find out what reference that they got that 1,000 yards from. And I get it, right? But we're going to pull up some information and see what we can see, all right? See what we can see. James Bradbury was a Pro Bowler in 2020. Stop it, Law. Okay. You want a cookie? In 2020? Oh. What was his record against the Cowboys in 2020? What was his record against the Cowboys in 2021? Oh, okay. Have a seat. Thank you. You learned something today. All right. So with that being said, now class is in session here. With that being said, and it is what it is. I'm looking at this stat sheet, and it says total yards allowed, 856 yards allowed. Okay. 16 pass breakups. Okay. All right. And I'm also looking at, I love the way they go with efficiency, plus 13.7 in coverage rating, passer rating. I love when I see all of this because now I can cross-reference everything. Oh, let's cross-reference this. So if he gave up 856 yards, I always love it when people show and give their homework, but this particular website don't. So let's go to a website that I trust, that I would tell you, that I really like. Trayvon Diggs. If anybody using 2020 as a staple piece far as records concerned, that was the pandemic year. That was a pandemic year, so I'm not finna go back and forth with 2020. But I can tell you, it is what it is. Shout out to 2020. Shout out to him and that Pro Bowl year. Is this his third team in so many years? Okay. All right. Let's look at this. Since yards given up is such a crucial thing, this is what we're looking at is Trayvon Diggs, 6'2", 195-pound corner. And we're going to stroll down. We're going to go along with Pro Football Reference, who I prefer to use as far as stat and data and analytics and analysis. I trust Pro Football Reference. Check them out. Okay? Week 1, Trayvon Diggs versus Tampa Bay. We lost in that game, but he was pretty much covering my guy, Mike Evans. Shout out to him. He was covering my guy, Mike Evans. He gave up, let me just park right here, 10 yards. Pull out your calculator. He gave up 10 yards. Okay? 0 touchdowns. All right, in that same following week, He played up against, and I forgot, one INT. Let me count the INTs. We're going to put the INTs. Classes in session. He gave up. Let me give you guys some music while we doing this, right? Let me give you just some music in the background. All right. So with that being said, against the Los Angeles Chargers, he gave up 81 yards. He was pretty much covering Keenan Allen. Is Keenan Allen a dog, a beast? Is he a monster? Y'all let me know. Is Keenan Allen a dog or a beast? He got one INT for 81 yards. Pay attention. That was a W. This was an L game. Okay? So would you give up 81 yards for an INT? Yes, I will. If you can come out with the dub. Okay? Week 3. The Dallas Cowboys. Trayvon Diggs. He gave up 66 yards, 4 completions. His second most in that game. He allowed a 57.1 completion percentage. He got an INT, and excuse me, he scored a touchdown. He scored a touchdown in that game, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? All right? Week 4. Is that what you guys are able to see? He had 2 interceptions. Not 1, but 2. He allowed a 28.6 completion percentage. He allowed 2 passes. Is DJ Moore, do he play for that team? Is DJ Moore a good, shout out to you, Alex, there's so much homerism that you watching and you learning. Too bad you can't follow a team, right? But you follow law, and I appreciate that. Thank you. You have learned something today. You have learned something today. He only allowed, is DJ Moore a good wide receiver or not? Let me know. Can y'all post that in the chat? We going line by line. Line by line. Oh, against the Giants. He allowed 6 completions and 77 yards. That's a lot of yards, Diggs. But did you get an interception? Yes. Would you allow 77 yards to get an interception? Yes. You know, my guy says each captain says we want Dallas. I feel you, man. You're good. You're good troop. You're good troop, man. He allowed 77 yards, and I believe in that game. The final score was 44-20. That's a W. That's a W. I believe in that game, Trayvon Diggs did his deal. I think that Trayvon Diggs did his deal, but was that the game or was that the second game that he got burnt up by that boy from Florida? What's his name? Y'all put his name in the chat. He burned my guy up, man. I'm going to give y'all that. Yeah. And Brian Bradford. Woo, the correlation to help relegate the nation, baby. Brian Bradford, man, look, you are a real one. Those are a lot of garbage yards, right? Ooh. Yeah, baby. Because you see all of these W's right here? And it's correlate to a lot of yards given up. I don't mind, because in the New England Patriots game, yes, did he have an interception in that game? Yes, you see another interception. Oh, he gave up 84 yards. One can argue in that particular game that he gave up 84 yards, right? One can argue that, man, at least half of that 84, you can literally say 60 of that 84 belongs to DeMonte KZ. But that's okay. I would take the dub. Okay, I would take the dub. Against Minnesota, he didn't get no interception. Shame on him for not getting an interception. And he gave up 45 yards only allowed 4 completions, okay, against Denver game. That's the game. Let me turn my music off. That's the game. If anybody want to go back and forth with me about Diggs, that Denver game right there, let me erase some of this. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in. That Denver game was a flat-out crazy game for the Cowboys. He allowed 4 completions, 80%, 81 yards. And on top of that, of course, he gave up a touchdown in that game. And he gave up a touchdown, of course, in that New England game. But if you want to say Tim Patrick was the second coming of Terrell Owens in that game, I'll give you that. I would absolutely give you that. All right, so the Atlanta Falcons game, a 43-3 game, he allowed 2 completions, so it was 50%, and he gave up 30 yards. I'm trying to figure out where these games that he gave up 100 or 200 yards that you would really say, oh, man, he gave up too many yards, man, he's trash, you know. He trash. He just flat out trash. Where is that? I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, now he got another interception in the Atlanta game. You guys count those interceptions? Oh, excuse me. Did we win against Atlanta? Yep. We lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. He had no interception. He gave up 5 completions. There was 55. He gave up 37 yards. Whoop-de-whoop. Okay, against the Raiders, we lost in that game. He gave up 5 completions for 84 yards. That was a terrible game for him. And then again, against New Orleans, the score was 27-17. This dude had 10 targets, and he gave up 4 completions out of 10 targets. They targeted him, right? Just like the Giants, they targeted him. They could target him 12 times and gave up 77 yards. So they targeted him 10 times, and he only allowed 4 completions for 98 yards. But I would take this dub any day, anywhere. Any day, anywhere. And on top of that, he literally had 2 interceptions. He literally had 2 interceptions in this game, but my guy, J-Ron Curse, robbed him of 1. And I love that competition and that competitive moment. And if you go all the way back, my memory served me correct, he had an interception, 2 interceptions in that Chargers game, but they took it back from him because they called defensive pass interference. And for the life of me, we fighting for the ball. How was that defensive pass interference? But that's the story of a different day. Against the Washington team, that was a game 27-20. That was a dub. He gave up 2 completions out of 5 targets for 50 yards. Against the Giants on a remix, right? Rebound game, right? For the Giants. This dude literally gave up 5 targets for 2 receptions. Oh, I'm sorry. 7 targets for 3 completions. I can't talk today. 33 yards against the Washington team. And if you want to use my guy analogy, Bradford that was in the chat earlier, 56-14 game. He literally was targeted 5 times. He got him an interception out of those 5 targets. 2 completions, 63 yards. Should that fall under garbage time? Because we understand that we give up, you showcase a lot of yards when it's garbage time stats. But whenever you put up 56 points, that is a lot of stats, right? You know, a lot of money. A lot of time you're throwing the ball around to catch up, to keep up. And then against the Arizona Cardinals, because he didn't play week 17, or the final week, I meant to say, against the Eagles, they rested him. We had a loss. He gave up 54 yards. No INT in that game. Show me a game where he gave up multiple, like quadruple numbers, and they lost. Outside of what? The Denver game? So you're not taking Trayvon Diggs because of that Denver's game? You will turn away from 11 interceptions for that? I digress. Come on, Cowboy Nation. Y'all and the people that's watching, there's Cowboy fans that, well, I guess y'all Law Nation fans. Y'all here watching. That's a total of 4 touchdowns that he gave up. Total of 4 touchdowns. Oh, did y'all do your math on how many yards that he gave up? Was it 1,000? Where can you find 1,000 yards that he gave up in? Should I go back? Did you pull your calculators out? 10 plus 81. Let me see what that number is there. They cheated for us. You know, they got the total 907 yards. So where these 1,000 yards come from? Let me erase all this. 907. Now, this website says 856. So I'm trying to find out. This website says 856, right? So where these 1,000 yards come from? If he gave up 10, and then in the games that we won, you know, granted, 81, and he gave up 2 big. His most yards that he gave up was against the New Orleans Saints. Where do you guys see 1,000? I thought that you're supposed to show your work. I thought you're supposed to show your work. So can Pro Football Focus, can you please show your work instead of creating a beautiful display? Can you show your work? And these yards that's given up is very argumentative. Are they subjective? Yes. But what's not subjective, Cowboy Nation and everybody else that's trying to learn today? What's not subjective? What's not subjective on this thing? 11. That's not subjective because I can rewind the tape and I can show you, hey, he picked this ball off. He ran it on in. Right? But do you guys want me to pull up James Bradbury stats? You know, or we can just keep going. I want to know what's tangible and what's not tangible. What's facts versus fiction? Subjective versus objective. Are those stats where the no Super Bowl? Yeah, stats are for losers. I agree. Stats are for losers. But when you break down the stats and you can correlate, okay, these how the game went, and this is what went on in the game. This is when he was a difference maker. So for the fools that's out there and say, well, stats don't mean anything, well, let me know. Was that interception against the Chargers crucial? If we don't get that interception, do we lose the game? Or that stat is meaningless, right? Let's talk. Let's have grown person conversation. Is Diggs helping you win games or helping you lose games? Let me know. Somebody said pull up Slay. Shout out to Slay, man. He's my dog, man. Shout out to Slay. Shout out to Slay and shout out to James Bradbury. So let's pull up James since he's a new thing, since he's a new flame over here. 6'1", 212 corner. That's good size. Cowboy Nation, that is really good size. I really like his size. And then let me pull up this stat sheet right here. And let me see what they got. They said yards allowed, 679. That's a whole lot less. That's good. That's flat out good. 18 pass breakup, that's good. Juxtaposed to 1,000, right? This is really good. You don't want 1,000 right there, right? All right, so according to their index, touchdown given up or touchdown allowed, they are saying 7. They saying that he allowed 7 interceptions, and they put in parentheses, well, he allowed 7 touchdowns, I apologize, and he got 4 interceptions. That's not bad, right? I'm just messing with y'all. But that's who he is. Yards per target allowed is 7.4. Y'all want me to lie to y'all, or y'all want me to just tell you the truth, right? What we doing here? That's 7 touchdowns. But it's always good to cross-reference it, right, with someone who show their work and give their work. Okay, so let's do Pro Football Focus. Excuse me, Pro Football Reference. That's a bad number right there, boy. I love 24. I love number 24s, baby. That's a good number. That's my number. All right, so shout out to Kobe Bryant and Everson Walls. Let's look at this. Let me see. I'm going to read all over this. This is New York Giants, and they played in a terrible defense. Let me see. One thing I forgot to do, too. This is Trayvon Diggs. And I didn't even look at this one from who's compare. I never did the comparison between Trayvon Diggs and this. This is not fair. Because if he's going to be your number 2 corner, this is why I see that over here and I don't see it over here. Yeah, I do see it now. Okay, good. Passer rating right here. Okay. We're going to look at this. Erase this. Passer rating. Let me get my music. Get my music in the background. Here we go. All right. So Diggs' highest passer rating allowed was this game right here, 158. That's against the Denver Broncos. I forgot to look that up. That means a lot. 104. Okay. So y'all pay attention to that right there. Then he allowed a 118 against, who's that? The Raiders? Okay. He allowed a 118 against the Raiders. This is Trayvon Diggs, okay? All right. Come on. Let's go and pull up James. This James Bradbury from Pro Football Reference. Here we go with quarterback rating. His highest quarterback rating allowed was against the Dallas Cowboys. Are you guys able to see that? 158. He allowed 5 targets for 4 completions, 80 completion percent, 81 yards. He didn't get an interception that game. He got an interception against the New Orleans. Is that New Orleans? He caught an interception against the Washington football team. He caught an interception against his former team, the Carolina Panthers. And he caught the interception against the Chicago Bears. They lost that game, 3-29. He caught an interception against they won against the Carolina Panthers. And they won against New Orleans. But let's look at the touchdowns that he allowed. Because we pointed out 4 touchdowns, and then they got the yards different here. They said that he allowed 848 yards. So if he allowed 800, you guys can do the math. His week 1, he allowed 63, 59, 41, 80, 81, 44, 47, 10, 11, 100 yards. They got burnt against Tampa. And then 18, 65, 61, 41, 53, 33, 40. And he gave you 848 yards. That's how much he allowed. I'm not trying to rain on this man parade, but he allowed 848 yards. How many games? Did he play all 17 games? It appears so. He played 17 games, so a game more. So I'm not finna go around with this. That's 907 yards that Diggs allowed. But keep in mind, 11 INTs. And we talking about this kid allowed 848 yards. I guarantee you, if he played for the Cowboys, they would bump that number up and say, hey, man, he allowed 1,000 yards too. Right? And he got you 4 interceptions. But here's the crazy thing. They said touchdown allowed. 8 touchdowns. Now, this other chart said that he only allowed 7 touchdowns. Let's look at the games and you guys can cross-reference it because these are things that you can go back and look at. They said he allowed a touchdown against the Washington team. They said he allowed a touchdown against the Giants. They said he allowed a touchdown against Dallas. We know about that, CeeDee Lamb. They said that he allowed another touchdown against the Raiders. They said he allowed 2 touchdowns against the – you guys can do your own homework. He allowed 2 touchdowns against – what's the name of this team? Tampa Bay. He allowed a touchdown against Miami, and he allowed a touchdown against the Chargers. Y'all do your own homework on that. That equates 8 touchdowns given up. You guys can go back and look at that. You guys can go back and look at that. But we at the bottom of the list.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too.
Yup, that's what you got to deal with. Enough of talking about that. I done said so much facts over here. Shout out to you, Pete. Pete over there on the Facebook group, just donating everything away. Oh my gosh, man. So with all that being said, man, I can't wait for this season to kick off and be a situation where it's the Dallas Cowboys versus the Giants, the Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington football team, and the Dallas Cowboys versus the Eagles. I can't wait to see that, Cowboy Nation. And speaking of that, I hope that you guys are ready because I can't wait to hear from you all. It is 1:58 where I'm at, and I want to hear it. Phone line 657. One of the mods put it down in the chat for me. Phone line 657-390-7391. Yeah. I can't wait to hear from you all right now. Talk to me about these Dallas Cowboys being at the bottom. Talk to me about these Dallas Cowboys not doing a lot of moves during the free agency period. Oh, and on the defensive side of the coin, we pretty much brought back everybody but DeMonte KZ, Keanu Neal, and Randy Gregory. Randy Gregory, you know that's my dog. Shout out to his father, and his mom. They both follow the channel. They probably not follow the channel now. They say, you talking bad about my son. But shout out to good old Randy Gregory. May he do a wonderful job. Hope to see him in that preseason game because I believe we play against Randy Gregory and company in preseason, but I know that he will be probably sitting on the sideline watching. All right, so we got the 310, you in. 310, you in. It's your world.
Hey, man.
Talk to me, man.
Why y'all sound like a bunch of haters? That's my question.
What would be considered a hater?
Like just Cowboy fans, man.
Hold on. Who's your team before we go further?
Oh, I'm an Eagles fan.
So you're an Eagles fan. So I supposed to love what you guys do, and you supposed to love what I do?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying as far as the signing we did today. James Bradbury. That's a nice corner. But my thing is,
he is a nice corner. I said that. Did I say that did I say that he was trash?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying as far as like the video that y'all want to post of him getting beat. I get that. Every great corner gets beat. But my thing is that
Facts.
If y'all would have signed him, or y'all posting that same video of CeeDee Lamb, or y'all posting James Bradbury with a pass deflection, him getting a pick, or something like that.
Wait a minute now. Hold on. What's 2 + 2?
4.
That's facts. Is that a hater? Shouldn't 5 and 6 be mad? No. We just pulling out facts because my whole duty is to showcase to the Cowboys community, yes, you guys got James Bradberry, but let's not think that the sky is falling because your team done got James Bradberry. James Bradberry could get used and abused out there on the edge. Every cornerback needs help. But what I supposed to do? Lay down and show clips and highlights of James Bradberry shutting down folks where I can't find? I can't find those clips against him doing that against my Cowboys.
He got, like I said, he got his fair share of, he got his fair share of every other corner. Just like, y'all want to bring up videos. Let's talk about Diggs. Everybody want to say them 11 picks, but don't get it twisted. Diggs got abused that first year, though.
In the first year, his rookie year, he did get abused. I will admit to that.
That's
Scary
what
Terry,
and
then hold on.
Everybody always want to pinpoint.
Did I show the video? Did I show the video of Scary Terry burning and abusing Trayvon Diggs? If you look through my catalogs of lists there, you will see that I pointed out that Trayvon Diggs got burnt up by Scary Terry. But now, if let's say, for example, tomorrow, if the Eagles somehow work out a deal or trade situation and scenario that you pick up Scary Terry or Terry McLaurin, you think I'm going to show that clip or I'm going to show the clip when Diggs clamped him down?
You're gonna show the clip of him getting clamped down. I already know that.
Right. That's the whole point of it. But you're a good troop, man. I appreciate you for calling in. But realistically, man, James Bradberry is a good guy. He had 4 interceptions last year. He's a good guy. He had 4 interceptions last year. Go ahead.
My other concern would be why everybody trying to compare, Jalen Hurts to Dak.
No. I don't know if I even did that comparison.
No, but I'm saying, everybody want to talk bad about the dude, like, oh, he can't do this, he can't do that. That was his first year. Like, he was a rookie quarterback last year. I don't think nobody can give 5 to 10 quarterbacks who can really say that, oh, yeah, he was legit his first year as a rookie.
You are aware that the Dallas Cowboys, this is what we go through, and I don't know if you go through it on your side of the coin, but the Dallas Cowboys, with our quarterback, when you had Carson Wentz, it was not just Dak Prescott going up against Carson Wentz, who was a first-round draft pick, by the way. It was Dak Prescott versus Tony Romo, Dak Prescott versus Troy Aikman, Dak Prescott versus Roger Staubach, and any other quarterback that we ever put on the silver and blue. See, we are held to a higher standard than the Eagles. Our expectations from the 4 and 3 letter network is always high. In his second year, there are still Cowboy fans crying and moaning about Dak Prescott's second year. So you just brought into the party with the Jalen Hurts situation. And yes, his back is against the wall. All I can say is for your Eagles, good luck to him. But when he played the Cowboys, that luck ain't going to work. But I appreciate you for calling in, fam.
I appreciate you, man.
Anytime. But you guys get what I'm saying. Y'all cannot get mad at me when I literally say what's 2 plus 2? It's 4. Should 3 get mad and say no? Or 2? That's just how it goes. And let's go with the 662. What's new?
Oh, what's up?
Nah, nothing to it, man. Talk to me.
Man, any of y'all Diggs, man. Because they wish Diggs were on their team. Now, when we play defense, what do defensive players play defense for? To get extra possession for their offense, right?
Right. True.
That's what Diggs do. So you telling me if Cowboys give Eagles, say, hey, we'll give you Diggs for James Bradberry, do you think Eagles do that deal?
Oh, the Eagles do it? Yes, indeed. The Eagles it'll be a whole about face,
That's what I'm saying. They just mad because Diggs not on their team, man. That's all it is. Diggs is a top 10 corner in his league, and he might be a top 5 this year if he improve on a couple things, They just need up Diggs, man. I'm getting tired of them on Diggs.
Oh my gosh,
I see
man.
Shannon Sharp heard him this morning on Diggs. Like,
what did he say? What did he say this
quarterback.
morning? What did he say? Because I had that.
He just say, basically what other people saying, he give up a lot of yards. He get beat a lot. So, you know, I hear all that talk. Yeah, every corner get beat. Hell, the young got beat a couple times. It's part of the game, man. Shit. You know?
Yep.
So I just, think people just need to get off Diggs. He'll prove himself this year, man. And like I said, as far as the team goes, I don't know. I got to see the first two games, man. We got to see the first two games, see how this team going to be. Because they did lose a lot of key pieces this year.
Yep.
So we'll just see the first two games, and we'll go from there. That's
no doubt. Man, that's a good call from you, man. And that's a realistic call, man. Hey, the first two games set the tone, set the pace. And that's what we need to do is set the tone. And here's the thing. I don't want Cowboy fans to look at this like, even if we lose the opener, right, and saying the sky is falling, I just want those boys to compete. In my opinion, the Cowboys didn't compete enough against those 49ers in that playoff game as it relates to both sides of the coin, the offense and the defense. It was just too fickle for me, and they didn't show that attitude. So I'm looking for week one for them to bring that attitude. Yep. Appreciate you, fam.
All right, man. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. That's my guy right here. All right, so we got MJ, you live.
What up, man?
You live, dog.
Hey, give me my crybaby. Give me a crybaby for the Eagles. Give me a crybaby for the Eagles.
Girl, you crazy. Girl, you crazy, man.
You could not live with your own failure.
We got it.
Gosh,
That's
man.
the thing. That's the theme song. Crybaby week.
Right. Hey man, look. I'm not raining on literally, I'm not raining on the Eagles parade. I gotta do my thing. I'm the defense attorney. I gotta hold defense to my team and let them know that, hey, we were 12-5 last year, not 5-12, right? And the pieces that we got during the offseason is to help supplement that 12-5. Now, if we was 5-12 or dare I say 9-8, then we should be moving a lot of pieces around to get to double-digit wins, right? But neither here nor there.
They man, you got everything on point. You did the information like you're supposed to be ready for the critics.
Yeah.
He gave up a lot of yards. They about the same and gave up the yards.
Mm-hmm.
But we had the best interceptor. He got his interceptor against, I was going to tell, that's what I had to call in. His interceptor came against 4 sorry quarterbacks.
Yup, that Chicago game. Yeah.
See, when he played a good quarterback,
I wasn't even going to take it there.
The Tampa Bay quarterback torched him.
I wasn't even going to take it there. He got his 4. Shout out to him, you know.
Yeah. And then a lot of people don't understand. Y'all don't understand. The first year, Diggs, he was young, and then in the last part of the year, he got better. Then you got to remember, y'all, all you dummies, his brother is an all-pro receiver. He practiced with his brother all year. His brother tell him all the nuance. That's why he said he's going to get better and giving up yards. He's going to be even better this year. With that fast defense, y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble. And I'm telling you, you better hope. I'm going to tell all you dumb Eagles fans, you better hope number 24 for the Cowboys don't play. Because that's 4-3, 4-2. He could cover better than Diggs. He's faster. Y'all better hope that boy do not play. Because he's going to stop y'all too. We got the fastest
You're talking
defense.
about boss man, right? Kelvin Joseph.
Yes.
They
better hope he don't pay. Y'all in trouble.
He's number one now, though. He's number one. He changed his number.
Yeah. And then, check this out. Diggs, when we play Philly, I love the big receivers because Diggs shake the big receivers better, you dummies. And then we put number 1 on Alabama receiver who he shut down in Alabama. Y'all in trouble, man. That's
No doubt,
me.
man.
Y'all don't know what I'm calling back. And you better hope we don't sign that linebacker for Minnesota. Y'all gonna get y'all. I ain't gonna curse, but y'all gonna get socked in the mouth. Mike Tyson.
Appreciate you, MJ, man. Let me hear it one time before you leave, man. Come on.
How about some Cowboys?
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
baby.
I'm saying it. Super Bowl, baby.
All right, man, over here, I'm not finna say Super Bowl talk. That's not me. But, I really want the Cowboys to get back to the playoffs. And then with that being said, I want them to win a playoff game. And then I will set my expectations from there. But shout out to you, MJ. LT, that's my initial, man. Shout out to you, man. He says Dak have 6 years and Hurts will have more playoff wins in 2. Shout out to you, LT, for speaking glowingly of your franchise and organization. And we can talk that type of talk in May, right? So shout out to the May talkers, man. I love it. I love it. All right, my guy from the 843, Antoine, what's good, man? You live?
Hello, what's going on?
Nothing to it, man. What you got, man? What you got?
Man, forget these Eagles fans. Keep posting all the bad videos you can find about the players they get. Why would you glorify any player they get? Why would you do that?
Right.
That's their job, not yours.
Right. Ooh, you spitting, man. You spitting truth over there, man. So what I'm supposed to do? Find clips, go through the archives to find Bradbury catching the interception against the Chicago Bears and saying the Cowboys must be in fear.
Big man don't got enough YouTubers to post good videos about their team because they suck.
Yeah. You're right on that one.
Hey, I ain't tripping about this Diggs, but whoa. If Diggs just tone it down, stop being so greedy. I like him being greedy to hit the ball.
Right.
But if he just tone that down a little bit, he could be a shut-down corner. Nobody actually burned Diggs off of skill. Diggs get greedy, and he looking to the backfield. That's how they get him.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do that, you're not catching no balls on Diggs. You're not catching no balls on him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he can be sticky. I just don't like Diggs against those short, quick,
small guys.
Yeah, those quick twitch guys, man. And was it Brandon Ayuk? He showed us that Diggs couldn't stick with him. It's just that Jimmy Garoppolo couldn't see. And the kid from the Giants, I forgot his name.
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, Kadarius Toney, man. Yeah, Tony. And that's just how it goes.
Get Boston and Fatback, bro. He mirror way better than Diggs.
Oh yeah.
He mirror way better.
Oh yeah. If everything goes the way it's supposed to be, man. As it NFL sees it, if Kevin Joseph can fight for that role to be an outside corner and win in that role, then we'll see some more physicalness out there and all of that good stuff as far as speed as well.
That's what I got. But Law, keep on trashing these Eagles fans. Keep posting bad videos with them. Keep doing it.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Shout out to you, man. Good call. That's a good call from here, man. All right, next we have on the list is, man, boy, we rolling, baby. 757, you live.
Yeah, what it do, Law? What it do, Law?
Yeah.
Man, these goddamn Eagles fans got me hot, man. I'm sitting up in this joint, boiling out this mug, man.
Yeah, they get mad when I hit them with the truth. The dog, they get hit with the brick of truth yelps, right?
Man, I'm telling you, man. First and foremost, Law. If there is one Eagles fan in this chat, and you say Cowboys aren't America's team, can I get the slap sound? Can I get the slap sound?
Oh yeah. But you gotta tell them to lean forward though.
Yeah. Oh, lean forward a little bit.
Yeah. There we go.
We're America's team. You had nobody else to listen to today. You had nobody else to listen to out this mug.
Yeah.
My man Trayvon Diggs is straight lockdown. He's a lockdown corner. I don't want to hear it anymore. My man has turnovers that are effective towards the game. That's all I care. I don't really care about stats. Like, my man be getting interceptions and returning them things for touchdowns. Basically, any turnover that we had this year, we was putting that joint in the end zone with our defense. You know what I'm saying? You know what?
I'm looking at this thing now. Every time Diggs catch an interception, let me just see this. When, let me just make sure. When, I'm looking at the chart. When Win. So every time that dude catch an interception outside of week 1, they win the game.
I mean, what better stat do you need? Who gives a damn about yards?
Right.
Who gives a damn about yards? Would you rather give up 1,000 yards or be 12-5? Be honest about it, man. Be honest about it. That's a stupid ass stat to go off of, first and foremost. And last thing I want to say, bro, these guys ain't even telling the truth because they don't even really watch you. You do show us film of some of our players when they mess up here and there. You have film of Anthony Brown messing up. It's probably hard to find film of good Anthony Brown because he's typically getting picked on.
Yup.
It's just the way it is in the media, man. We can't control that, bro. If you got bad film, we're going to review it. We don't give a damn about y'all's film.
Yep, good, the bad, the ugly, man. Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Yes, sir. Cowboys, bro. Go Cowboys.
Yeah, let me hear. Let me hear it with your chest, though, man. Let me hear it with your chest a little bit, man.
Go Cowboys, bro. Go Cowboys.
There we go, baby. Hey, appreciate you, man. Yeah. And this is what I'm saying. I'm minding my business, right? You know, and I'm minding my business. This is my Instagram page. Shout out to the Instagram community. You know, like I said, law is everywhere. And I was posting up this right here of Ezekiel Elliott. You know, he's on pace pretty much to have a Hall of Fame career. And I'm not saying that Ezekiel Elliott is Hall of Fame, right? But I'm saying that his numbers are very comparable to Edgerrin James. And Law, do you have any film or anything like that to back up your rhetoric, right? So I was pretty much showing Ezekiel Elliott running through the Eagles, right? And all it takes, if you guys go click on this video and just watch the video of Ezekiel Elliott running through the Eagles. And excuse me, if my mind served me correct, Slay was on that team, right? Week 3 or what have you. And we matched the physicality of the Eagles because they were the ones that said they want Dallas. We didn't say we want Eagles. And that's why I had this clip inserted in here.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too.
Ain't that's right, Tyreek, man? You live.
Hey, what's going on, Law Nation? What's going on, Cowboy Nation?
Nothing to it, man.
Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, man.
Yeah.
My thing is this, man. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm blind to what other teams are doing.
Right.
My thing is like this. Everybody's looking to get better in the division every year.
Right.
It's already everybody knows that it's hard to win this division 2 times back to back seasons.
Right.
My whole thing is what I was saying in the comments was basically this. We see that people like the Eagles, they're going for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know it's names and stuff like that, and maybe they might be going at it like maybe let's say the Rams, how they went at it a little bit last year. They signed a lot of high free agents, and I'm not going to sit here and say it's going to work for them. But what I am saying is at least they're trying to make their team better.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are doing very minimum to make this team better. They lost some big pieces on this team, on offense and defense. You know what I mean? And what I mean is, as far as Gregory, and as far as Coop.
Coop and Gregory are. All right, so let's say, for example, we still have Coop and Gregory and we did the same moves. Would you still have the same reservations?
No, not as much. Not as much. The only reason
I
say not as much is because they're experienced and they played in this division. We got a lot of people that's coming to our team that haven't played in this division. And the reason that I'm saying what I'm saying is because with Gregory, like let's keep it real with Diggs. Diggs is a very good corner. I don't give a damn about him giving up no damn yards. I care about what he's doing out there in the field.
Yeah.
That's what I care about.
Yeah.
Only thing I say Diggs, only critique I got on Diggs is that he probably need to put, if he puts on a little bit more weight and hit people and hit a little bit better, I think he'll be a way better corner.
Let me just say this. Let me say this about Diggs. Let me say this about Diggs. I looked at thousands and thousands of clips of Diggs, man, going all the way back to Alabama. That's just probably who he is. That's his mindset. And unfortunately, man, I would sacrifice the fact that he's not a good tackler or hitter versus, the interceptions. because you can have a good thumper, a good hitter, and you just never going to get interceptions. I think that we had a solid DB for a long time, but we never spoke glowingly of him, and he was used incorrectly, and his name was Byron Jones.
Yeah,
solid,
Byron. Yeah.
Solid. Would you rather, real talk, would you rather have Byron Jones right now, Anthony Brown again?
I'd rather have Byron Jones than
Diggs. Right?
That's what I'd rather have. That's what I'd rather have. We're gonna keep it real.
Yeah. Now if the Eagles did this today, if the Eagles did this right here. Breaking news out of Philadelphia, the Eagles now done signed Byron Jones. I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind. That would have been a situation where they would have Slay and Byron Jones on. Boy, that's a good situation, But go ahead with your points there.
Well, my point is like this. By us losing Gregory, that takes a little bit more pressure off of that quarterback. And that's why, and let's keep it real for what it is, that's why Diggs was getting some of the interceptions too, because Gregory and Lawrence was coming around that dang on corner. And that quarterback knew he had to get that ball up or get hit. And Diggs was jumping a lot of routes.
To your point right here, Tyreek, though, and I feel you, pressure creates interceptions.
Yeah.
To this point, to this day, who has a better career, Fowler or Gregory?
You said Fowler? You talking about
probably
on the books? Probably in the books, they probably going to say Fowler because he played more than Gregory.
Your best ability is what?
Availability all day.
So I get it, man. I'm not finna keep crying over Randy Gregory. I love the kid. He got unbelievable potentials, man. I remember years ago. What was his name? Harold Miner. He was considered Baby Jordan. Everybody said he's going to be the next Jordan. You remember that way back in the day? Miner. Hey, Harold Miner, he's going to be the next Jordan. He never lived up to that. So Randy Gregory is Harold Miner right now. He's not living up to that 94, that wore that 94 for the Cowboys. He didn't live up to that number. He didn't live up to the expectations, and he didn't live up to the availability. Shout out to him now that he's over there in Denver's land. He's going to do a wonderful job there. But we just got to move on and see what we can get out of
all I'm saying, Lord, not to cut you off. No, I'm saying is this: we got to have a little bit different expectations, just a tad bit for our front. And my whole thing is like this with the Cowboys with Stephen Jones. My thing is with Stephen Jones. He needs to add more pieces to this defense, more veteran presence in the locker room, more people that's been in big game situations on this team, because I'm not going to put my faith all the way in no damn Leighton Vander Esch. That's bull. I ain't feeling that.
Yeah,
and
I feel you.
We like you guys was talking about last night with Boss Cowboy. Man, we play a lot of running teams. Vander Esch, he's not a thumper. They're going to be coming directly at him. You know what I mean?
If they can get by that, I appreciate you, man, Tyreek,
man.
That's what I'm saying. But if they get him by that first front, though, appreciate you, fam. Thank you, man, for calling in.
All right, peace.
Yeah, it's a good call from him, man. I absolutely get it, man. We are in love with the ideal of Randy Gregory, and I get it. I absolutely get it. Right now, we will be able to flash the paper. We'll be able to flash the paper and say, man, dude, we got D-Law on one side. We got Randy Gregory with his second year with Dan Quinn. Ooh, it's going to be nice. Oh, excuse me, we have Michael Parsons. Oh, it's going to get crazy, man. The Cowboys, man, look, our front is going to be unstoppable. You're going to have the rotational aspect of John Ridgeway and Neville Gallimore. Ooh, and Osa. Ooh. But just like you guys felt when I did that film assessment, just go back. Trust me, I read your comments. Go back and watch my film assessment on Jayron Kearse last year around this time. A third of you guys were like, another bum pick. The Cowboys got a Jayron Kearse. Who is he? Go back. I encourage you guys to go back and watch that film session. It wasn't splashy. It wasn't really wet for those who out there who like the water speak, and it wasn't a lot of Kool-Aid, right? But J-Ron Curse showed up last year. Next, I got who's been waiting patiently from the 214. You live. You live, 214. You got the little one with you. Oh, we're going to let you handle that one. And I love hearing the little ones in the background. That let me know that the nation is growing, right? More and more people are tuning in, even with their little ones. Point Dexter, you live.
Hey, what's up, my man? How you doing?
Hey, man, all is well. I can't complain.
All right, then. Man, I hear all this Diggs talk. You know, come on. All-pro. The most interceptions by a cornerback in a long time. Just phenomenal.
Yeah, that is phenomenal.
And we know that one of the things that we look to as far as winning games,
right.
Most teams win when they win the turnover battle.
Big facts.
And the man gets turnovers. Another thing about Diggs is from the first year, second year, and I'm looking forward to the third year because this young man studies and he improves. One of the things about most of the great players, they can have things that they do good, but they work on the things that they don't do as well.
Right.
And I think that's one of those young men that studies and says, okay, I can get these picks. I got to get better at this. I got to get better at this. And I think that's one of them young men. And you've seen that type of improvement.
Right, from your one year to the next. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, and I'm expecting that same type of improvement. This is what we're looking for as a team. We're looking for the players that we have to improve, to step up. We even looking for improvement from Dak. You know what I mean? Dak has been phenomenal. I don't care what nobody say about Dak. You know what I mean? This man has shown guts. He came back from his foot being turned the wrong way. You know, I don't know if people give a lot of credit to those type of things. You know what I mean?
They don't.
As people, you know, I think we get into that fantasy thing and whatever. We don't think of players as people. We get too much into the stats and everything. You know, and the man got heart, and I wish the best. The Eagles, hey, check this out, man. I'm happy for one thing from the Eagles, and that's that they won a Super Bowl. And the only reason I was really happy about that makes us the only division that have all Super Bowl winners in the division. And that's the only thing I want to thank the Eagles for. Otherwise, you know, you can put that dead bird on there for me. You know what I mean?
I got you, man.
When you put that dead bird on there, man, I feel like, man, come on, you didn't have to do that to that bird, man.
Man, Peter was calling, man.
What they did to that bird.
Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate you, Port Dexter, man. Thank you so much for calling in, man.
All right, Cat. Later.
All right, smooth, man. Yo. By request. It's a damn shame what they did to that bird, man. Come on, man. Look, Peter, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Oh, my gosh, man. How many touchdowns did Diggs give up? This is from Alice. He gave up 4. One website says 3. The other website says 4. And let me pull up the information right here. The touchdown that was given up. Let me see, because this is important too. I got to say, he gave up a touchdown against New England. We won that game. He gave up a touchdown against New Orleans. We won that game, and he gave up a touchdown against the Washington football team. We won that game. And he gave up a touchdown against, I want to say Denver Broncos. Yeah, Denver Broncos, and we lost that one. So the touchdown that was given up, as you guys zoom in and see, the only game we lost, the touchdown that he gave up was against that Denver Broncos team. And I would take that all the way to the bank. I'm not trying to sit here and just blow smoke up you guys, you know what, but I'll take that. I would absolutely take that. Push come to shove. If he giving up 4 touchdowns every year, I tell you what, if Diggs can give up, let's round his 907 yards up to 1,000, right? Put 1,000. Let's round it up to 1,000, and let's keep this at 4. And if he can give me 11 interceptions every year, I would take that. I would take that. So if Diggs can have the same exact year that he had last year, I'd take that. And he never gave up 100 yards in one game, as you guys can see. Yep. Let me erase this one. Yeah, I got to make that circle better. Let me make that circle better, Law. Make that circle better, man. Make that circle better. Thank you for tuning in to the Law Nation Film Session. So, and his most yards given up, Denver game, 81, and New Orleans game, 98. We won that game. And another 81 game. I'll take that. Who don't want this? Who right now in the chat, who don't want this? Right now, what would you consider better? You know what? Let me see before I take another caller. Let me see. Hands down, let me just type in Jaylen Ramsey. Let me see what he did. Shout out to Jaylen Ramsey, 6'1", 208, and he's much bigger. Yeah, I think that 208 pounds is pretty good for him. And I'm gonna go all the way down, see all of these stats. But what you want to do, let me show you guys how to do this, man. You want to look at game logs. Look at game logs. They'll break it down per team, right? All right. Regular season. Oh, they cheating. Okay. Oh, it went. Wait a minute. I know this game log ain't right. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. Okay, here you go. Advanced game log. That's what you want to do. There we go. Advance. All right, let's see. He gave up 3 touchdowns all season. If he's the bar, and he had 4 interceptions last year, yeah, this dude got some good stuff. He gave up 0 yards against San Francisco. Is that San Francisco? Shoot, I love that right there, boy. If he's the bar, boy, that's where I want to be at right here. That's where I want to be at, baby. Right? And what year this is for him? Let's compare apples to apples, though. Because this is year what? How long? This is year 7, year 8. What year this is for Jaylen Ramsey? Y'all help me out. All right, man. So let me go to, let's see here. He was drafted in what year? He was drafted in 2016. So 2017 was his second year. And I don't have access to his second year. So since he gave up 624 yards, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's Jaylen Ramsey, for crying out loud. Let's see what he looked like going into his third year, because they don't have his second year. This is Jaylen Ramsey going into his third year playing in the National Football League, so we can compare a little apples to apples as best as we can do. Oh, his third year he gave up 856 yards. Let me see how many INTs, 3 interceptions, 856 yards. His highest passer rating when targeted was 144 against New England. And they had a lot of L's on that. You know what? I don't want this for Diggs for his third year. I don't want this. I flat out don't want this at all. I don't want 856 yards unless it's going to be 11 INTs. I don't want just only 3 interceptions. I don't want that. I would take the 3 touchdowns that he gave up. I'll take that. But Diggs just did that. He just gave up only 4 touchdowns. And one can argue it's really 3 if you discount that Patriots game. But I'm not finna go back and forth with you guys. So it is what it is. Alex says 856 is still less than Diggs. I agree. Kudos to that. Let me see. He better not ever give up more. Let me go look at 2019. He should have a good year in 2019, should he? Should he? Let's see. We just playing around with it now. Got some people waiting in the queue. 549. I wish I can show you that 20. I tell you what. Let's go here. Since we playing around with it, I know they got it. Come on, baby. He gave up 666 yards. Here we go. Rookie season. Go to it. Oh, he gave up 782 yards his rookie season. 2017, he gave up 630 yards. 2018. What do you know? When you cross-reference it, he allowed 946 yards. You know when the numbers jump around? Are those subjective? Are those tangible yards or intangible yards? You don't know. So you mean to tell me, yeah, even Jaylen Ramsey, he gave up, and that's his 3rd year. Diggs haven't made it to his 3rd year yet. Gave up 946 yards. If he played for the Cowboys with only 12 breakups and 3 INTs, with 3 touchdowns allowed and only 4 INTs. If that was for the Cowboys, baby, man, they would be running Jaylen Ramsey out of town. All right, man. All right, 214, you live.
With only 12 breakups and 3 INTs, with 3 touchdowns allowed.
Turn your radio down. You live.
Baby.
Nah, yeah, we can get you up out of there. Had to give him the boot. All right, Rob, you live.
What's going on, Law?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me. You live.
Man, you been having me crying, laughing when that Eagle dude called. You know what? I got a message for the Eagle fans. I want y'all to subscribe, hit like in the bell to know when Law on. No, y'all don't need to know because y'all watch Cowboy content all the time. How in the world he know you were talking about the Eagles if he wasn't watching you?
Right.
Hey,
woo!
Yeah. They done troll so much that they don't quit watching their content. Oh, they ain't got no content out people. So they watch our content, man, because they know where the quality is. And then they get mad when we put them down.
Right.
What's going on with them?
Right.
Come on, man. It's Cowboy content, not Eagles. That's because you be in here all the time. Don't mean that we got to talk good about you now.
Right.
And see here, the dude you were talking about, the cornerback with they moved from safety. What his name was?
Byron Jones.
Now you remember they talked about Byron Jones. That Byron Jones was a lockdown corner, but he didn't get no interception.
Yep.
They criticized him for not getting interception.
Yeah.
He did get interception and give up yards. They criticized him for that.
Yeah.
It's about that star, man. We can't do nothing right.
You're right, man. It is terrible, man. Rob, it's terrible, man. We can't look. We've been voided of the Super Bowl, and it's been 26 years, and that's one thing that a lot of people can talk and bump their gums about, right? But they still haven't caught up with us. They still haven't caught up with us. That's the thing.
Okay, we ain't won a Super Bowl in 27 years, but we the most talked about team in the NFL.
No
Come
doubt.
on, man. If
No
we win
doubt.
the Super Bowl, then look at here, we're gonna take over. We already almost took over. Everywhere we go, we got more fans than the home team.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
You're right.
They hating on us.
They hating, man.
But
They
all I
hating.
want to say is keep up the good work, my brother. And DC for life.
Yes, indeed.
Let's go.
DC for life. That's my guy, man, Rob, man. And he's spitting the truth over there, man, and I really appreciate him. Let me see. Can somebody give me my like report? Can somebody give me my like report? And how many people we got here watching? Okay. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in on multiple platforms. This will also be on Amazon as well. If you want to be able to listen in to us on Amazon, it's there, as well as Facebook. I really appreciate everyone. 228 likes. Appreciate you, Alex, man. You know, here's my stance on this. I absolutely do not mind other teams' fans jumping over here, because my name literally say Law Nation. It don't say Law Cowboy Nation, right? Law of Cowboys. It doesn't say any of that. But I'm the dude that's going to talk noise about my team. And I'm not finna pillow talk any of the opposing team's fans about how good or how bad their teams are or the expectations of their team. My only thing is, and here's my God honest truth to all of the Washington fans, the Giants and Eagles. All I want is an honest game. I never root for any injuries. I want to play you guys at your best, and I want you to play us at our best. I'm not finna have a parade and dance around and jump around if one of your star players get hurt just before the game kickoff. That's not this type of channel, by the way. That's not. Actually, I like it when your team is healthy and my team is healthy and we both face each other 100. But that is the reality of it. I definitely do not want to play a broken down, beaten down team and then walk around with my chest out because we won. That's not me. I would rather play you at your best, right? That's how that goes. But here's the cusp of my channel, or the whole picture of my channel. There's a narrative that's out there. The 4-ladder and the 3-ladder network or what have you, they never uplift the Cowboys. They never talk glowingly of the Cowboys. If they do, it's something to benefit them, right? I told you guys right when the end of the season, they bashed us all off year, right? And they said the Cowboys won't do this, won't do that, will not make it to the playoffs. And I was the guy that was banging on the table saying that, yeah, my Cowboys will sweep the NFC East. And I was the one that was laughed about. I was the one that was sullied and denigrated. But I was the one that whipped it out and said, look, this is how big it is. And I stand on it, and I stood tall. And there was no shyness out of it, because I know with extreme confidence what my team would be able to do. And we smashed. And here's the thing, Cowboy Nation. The Dallas Cowboys is always versus everyone. They use us as the clickbait insider. That is the reality of it. That is the absolute reality of it. If you turn on ESPN, they would say, yeah, clearly. Last year around this time, clearly, the Washington football team is the best team. Oh, man, you know, the Washington football team, they don't have a chance, and all they needed was a quarterback, and now they got their quarterback. Now it's the inverse, right? The inverse is now that the Eagles, no one stand a chance against the Eagles. All they needed is more and more pieces around that young quarterback. Now they need more and more pieces around that promising defense. And Gannon is going to get that defense to play at an unbelievable level. Right? Clickbait, I'm out. Yeah, Floyd, yeah, they be clickbaiting. Law, do you have any proof to that? I can go back and play you episodes after episodes of last year, thoughts and what have you. But this is this year. This episode was shot, what today's date is, the 18th. This episode was did yesterday. Let me listen to this guy.
I think we'll be making it back. Beginning with the Cowboys, why don't you think the boys make it?
Yeah, I just think when you look at the Cowboys in that division, I think the Eagles are the best team in the division. I love what they did in the offseason, adding A.J. Brown to that passing game. I think they're the best team. And I also think Washington, who I thought would be a really good team last year, and really disappointed on the defensive side of the ball, will be much better with Carson Wentz. Yes, I said that, much better. I don't know how good Wentz is, but he's better than what they had. They'll be a better football team. And I worry about Dallas a little bit in that division. I don't think they're a great team right now. And when you look at their schedule, at the Rams, Green Bay, at Minnesota, at Tennessee, that's tough. That's a tough schedule, so I just think they're going to have real problems navigating the schedule, but also the division will be better than you think it will be.
Okay.
All right, so that was a CBS guy, and I can go on and on for hours. Like I could do this for hours, right? But here's the truth right here, Cowboy Nation. They said the same thing last year. And here's what they got right here as far as the video that I was playing or what have you. The NFC East, 17 straight seasons without a repeat champ. Longest such streak by any division in the NFL history. The last repeat champs was the Philadelphia Eagles from 2001 through 2004. They was the last repeated champs. And they took good advantage of the Dallas Cowboys during that time and during that stretch. Can somebody who we had as the coach there, Dave Campo, and people, I think we had a piece right at the tail end of my guy Bill Parcells coming into the mix. But that was a long stretch, and I'm gonna tell people, man, that coaching do matter. It do, and as much as people have no one to be the voice for the voiceless for their team, I'm the voice for the voiceless for mine, right? And on my other side, my guy, Boss Cowboy, and the OC, your voice matter, but I believe I'm the voice for the voiceless. Flat out. Because here's the thing. Regardless of what episode you turn on, they all doubting and counting this team out, and they go back to those reference points to believe that this team is the same team through that long stretch time that we had Jason Garrett here. Granted, I absolutely understand how you guys should feel about Mike McCarthy. But so far, his first year, 6-10. It was a pandemic year. Second year, 12-5. What do you expect? His second year here to win the Super Bowl? That's your expectations, Cowboy Nation? I could bang on the table and say, yeah, second year he's supposed to win the Super Bowl. Based off of what? Now, third year, some of his imprints or some of his working should be established. But you know who got a loud bark? Who got a loud voice for all of that? It's Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn. I can literally see the changes of what Dan Quinn is doing for this organization and franchise. Jets gang, shout out to you. Y'all ain't going 17-0. Nah. I don't want us to go 17-0. They better lose a game. They better lose a game. I don't want us to go undefeated. It's not this type of channel. But if they do, hey, it'll be much praises to the Cowboys organization and franchise. But we got the 713, you live. Going once, twice.
Yeah. What's up, Law? How you doing, man? This is Glenn. I called from 318 last time, but it's 713 now. What's up, man? How you doing?
I mean, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Shout out to you, fam.
Man, I just wanted to call in and just talk about this for a second. Sometimes you have to give up something to gain a little bit.
Right.
And I just want to ask you a question, Law. How much time you had to sacrifice and give up to be successful for your channel and whatever you got going?
Well, how much time? You saying time I had to give up? Oh,
yeah.
Hours upon hours, man. It'd probably be equated to millions of times. I don't know, man. But yeah, a lot of time.
Yeah, the reason I ask is because you can refer that to Diggs and even with Stephen Jones with this player personnel acquisition thing.
Right.
With Diggs, he sacrificed the yards in order to bait in that quarterback to make him think he beat, to get the interception to turn the game around for the team.
Right.
And with Stephen Jones, he look at it a little different than we do. But I can feel him on some things like, okay, yeah, we lost some big names, but sometimes losing those big names can create things better for the team collectively in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So what us as Cowboy fans have to do is we have to give those youngsters a chance.
Yeah.
You know, let's see them on the field. Let's see how they perform.
Right.
You know, the word is, yeah, they are dogs. You know, we need those.
Yeah,
so
we do.
It's what I'm saying to the Cowboy fans. Man, y'all just give these people a chance. We might even be better this year collectively as a defense, you know, than last year. So let's just give them a chance. That's all I got, Law.
No, you're good, man. Appreciate you, man. Good call from you, man. Yeah, you know.
All right.
Good call from him, and shout out to him, man, for calling in. The line is still open. If you guys want to voice your thoughts, it is. I guess I'll go all the way up to 3:00, and it'll give you guys my thoughts on this. Here's the truth, right here, Cowboy Nation. He spoke a good word about giving up your time, and let me pull up Diggs' stat line again. The most yards he given up. Let me see. W. Outside of the Raiders, because that's a game that we would like for us to win. We lost by a field goal. The Raiders and Denver. Those two games, let me pull it up so everybody can see what I'm talking about, so I won't have a one-sided conversation. Get out the way thing, yeah. And hold tight, 806. Hold tight for me, man. I got to get this point out right quick. All right, so we pulling up Diggs. This is Trayvon Diggs, for those who don't know. And I do believe 6'2", 195. I want him to be around at 208. That's like what Jaylen Ramsey is now, what have you. Far as the most yards given up, and I think Bradford, he brought this up, and I never looked at it that way. The New Orleans Saints game, but outside of the New Orleans Saints game and the Denver game, he gave up 81 yards and 81 yards in Denver game. He gave up 84 yards against the Vegas Raiders. Those are his most games given up that we lost. Outside of that, if you want to use the argument of garbage time stats, wouldn't those yards given up will be considered garbage time stats if we beaten a team by 40 points or what have you, and he's giving up yards? Let that sink in. Because garbage time stats work when you got the quarterback patent stats as far as yards. Well, would that be the same? I want to know. From the 806, you're live.
What's up, Law? I just want to call and say, man, I was talking a bunch of crap about our first-round pick, but I've seen some pictures of him. He's huge.
That boy big.
And he's 21. Yeah, he's 21. You know what? Even if he's always cracked up to being, if he could be a solid starter for 10 years, it's probably a good pick, right?
Right. True that.
So, yeah, I feel bad for all the crap I was talking. And I'm like, man, he's young, you know. And then our second-round pick, I didn't watch a whole lot of college football, but I guess anyone out of the SEC, you know, is gonna be a stud. So I'm excited. I was looking through our schedule. It's a tough schedule, especially the first few weeks. You know, weeks 1 through 5. You know, we got the two Super Bowl teams, Tom Brady, and but if we start off quick, man, it could be a really good season. I just want to call and down. I'm actually excited. I was real down on us, but the more I look at it, I'm actually getting excited.
Hey, and that's why I'm here, man. You know, that's why I'm here to pour people in. To pour people in, to be excited, man.
I saw that video you posted of him doing that ball drill. I'm like, Andy's actually pretty nimble.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay,
yeah.
I see it.
yeah, the boy, let's give him time to play within this system, right?
Yes, sir. Well, all right, Law. You have a blessed day.
You too, man. Shout out to you, man. Let me hear "Go Cowboys" before you go.
Go Cowboys! Woo!
Yeah. You know, so I mean, that's why I'm here.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
You know, if it wasn't a law nation, y'all would be looking at this thing and saying, the sky is falling. What would it be like? You know. You guys would be losing your mind. No one would bring up, the other DB from the other team gave up 8 tubs or what have you. Y'all wouldn't be talking about that. Y'all would be talking about, oh my, man, the Cowboys, man, we didn't do anything in this world. Right. Oh my gosh, man. What are we doing, man? But hey.
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
There we go. That's why you got me. I'm going to bring out the unknown, baby. All right, 915, you're live.
What's Gucci? What's going on with it, Law?
Man, all is well, man. I can't complain.
That's good, man. It's good to hear. Just actually, I'm pretty sure you spoke about this already, but I was just curious to see who it is exactly. Like, who are you banking on this year, Law, to be your breakout candidates, if you will?
Ooh. All right, so that's a twofold question. All right, so from the veteran aspect, I really want CeeDee Lamb, and I've written it down last night. Y'all can call me crazy. I really want him to break out all the way. I got him down is 116 receptions, 12 touchdowns, and 1,400 yards. That's my crazy number for CeeDee Lamb. That's for who I want to really break out. And on the defensive side of the coin, far as these guys out here, I want Parsons to repeat what he did last year. And, I always got to talk about a DB. And the DB that I want everybody to go pay attention to, his name is Malik Hooker, the safety. The last line of defense, man, and I want him to have a crazy year. Now, the other part of that, my dark horses would be a Marquise Bell. They got him playing linebacker role. He can play big nickel. He can play that free safety to sit on top of the roof. He will be the guy that I'm banging on the table for from the defensive side. That's my breakout guy, and I'm down with Sam D. Williams. I'm down for him as the other guy on the defensive side.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy that we haven't had a double-digit reception person since Dez? I believe Dez was the last one, correct?
Yeah, somebody I think they put in the chat yesterday. We was doing the show, and I think he was the last guy to have 16 touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody's been able to crack the double digits, right, since then?
I think
crazy,
that Cooper would have had if he didn't get misplaced on that C19 list. He had 8 touchdowns last year. He had 8 touchdowns, so it wouldn't have been hard for him to get 2 more if they even targeted him, right?
No, yeah, for sure. Also, another person that I've been hearing a lot about is as far as breaking out. A lot of fans are looking forward to Jabril Cox breaking out. I mean, I know it's kind of like, but it looks like he's probably going to be starting, right? Oh, no. It'll be Van Der Esch, correct?
Van Der Esch will be your quote-unquote starter right now at their role. And everybody's looking to replace him as fast as they can. Story Jackson, he got a long hill to climb, and Harper, he got a long hill to climb. So we got a lot of people that got to fight for to get PT. So we'll find out, man. But I think that this is my thoughts on LVE. don't sleep on him because he's trying to fight for his life right now for a role.
That's true.
Yep. And for some money, too.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. And then I heard something just actually not that long ago. Is it true that they have a possible extension on the table for Schultz? Or you don't think they'll go that way?
The Cowboys painted themselves into a corner with Schultz.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that deal, putting the tender on him, saying that, okay, if a team will be willing to pay for Schultz, you got to give us a first-round draft pick, and then ultimately signing that 10.9 or 10 point whatever, $11 million franchise tag. Now, if they can extend it and get more money, or, he can play that 1 year for $11 million. And we'll find out what Schultz is going to do with that contract.
What would you do, Law? Would you just let him play on the tag and then go from there? Because we drafted a tight end, correct?
Yeah, but if that tight end is able to do what Schultz did last year, even if it's check down Charlie type of situation, he would have ultimately the best rookie tight end season in a long time. I could be flat out the best rookie tight end season ever. Schultz only dropped 3 passes last year. Passer rating when targeted was 122. He was a quality hand, sure hand guy. So my thing is, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. See if you can slowly bring in those rookies. And people fail to realize tight end play is not an easy play. It's one of the hardest positions to learn in the National Football League because you are the extension of the offensive line. And you also have to run routes like a wide receiver and know every route that the wide receiver do. And as being that tight end, that's not easy to do.
No, yeah, I get it.
Yep.
And as far as Jarwin, he's not on the team anymore, right?
Nope.
I kind of felt like he's gone already, right?
Nope. He's gone, man. They paid him the injury settlement, and he's gone. But, man, I appreciate you for calling in, fam.
Appreciate it a lot. Thanks for taking the call, bud. You have a good day.
Anytime, man. That's a good call from him. That's a good Q&A, man, from him. Let's do this.
The conference has been locked.
I'm going to knock you guys out, man. There's all this in here. I appreciate you guys, man. 972, you're live.
Good afternoon, Lost Nation. Just want to say, make sure y'all leaving a like and subscribe to this man. And y'all share this page, Cowboys Nation.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all put some flames in this chat for Law, all he does for us, and gives us a voice in the videos. He's one of the OG content creators on here.
Appreciate
and if
it,
you're
man.
tuning in from Lord Brunson's channel, make sure y'all fix your brain cells because from the stupidity calling Micah Parsons a crash dummy and no football IQ. That's all I got to say, Law.
Wow.
Peace and love, man. And we deserve all your growth, man. Peace.
Appreciate you, man. I can't believe my guy Bronson said that, man. I cannot believe Lord Bronson said that. Oh, my gosh, man. I do know that chess is different from playing football or what have you. But to be fair, you can't be a fool playing chess, right? You have to have some cerebral intellect to play chess. And one thing I can tell you, that's what Parsons brings to the table. And it's hard to decipher Parsons. When you speak to him, right, he seems like he's a jock. But the dude know what he's talking about with the X's and O's. That's all I'm going to say with that. But shout out to my guy, Lord Brunson. What we need to do is have a solo show between me and Lord Brunson to talk about all of these things. But I have my guy from the 678 you live. Yep. Hello. Yep. Hello. Once.
Hello.
Twice. What's good, man? 678, you live. All right, man. All right, man. Next time. Maybe next time. All right. What better way to be the last caller of the day? Mr. Passion Chap. What's good, man?
You already know. It's going down, big dog. How you doing today? God bless, man. How's family?
Hey, man,
how's family?
Family is well, man. Family is well right now.
Good, brother. I'm glad to hear it. I'll be watching you all the time, and all the other guys. So, I love this rookie class. I mean, because we got guys. We got some guys with attitude. We got some guys with nastiness. We got some guys with confidence. And if these guys can stay healthy all through the year, and just do the things that they're coached to do, and know their role, and play as a team, and play as a brotherhood, as they would say, on defense and at offense. And my bold prediction from Mr. Passion.
Yeah.
I got CeeDee Lamb, Mr. 88, Mr. Playmaker, game breaker, game shaker, 12.
The conference has been unlocked.
1,250 yards. Book it, cousin. Okay? And Mr. Jaylen Tolbert, he's going to have 11 touchdowns, 1,050 yards.
Whoa.
Okay?
Sheesh, boy.
That's what he's going to do. And Ezekiel Elliott, he's going to run for 150 yards each game for the next 7 games. We're going to smash some people. And then Tony Pollard going to be right behind him. So, and Mr. Micah Parsons, Mr. Chess Piece, my dog from another brother from another mother, going to get down like James Brown on these clowns.
Okay.
That's what they going to do. And Mr. Sam D. Williams going to be getting some sacks along with Mr. Parsons. How you going to deal with that? And then you got Mr. Ridgeway coming up the middle, hardcore, big dog. What you going to do with that? And then Damone Clark gets on the field. Oh, snap. It's going to be another rap season for you guys. The Eagles going to get a beat down. Watch the Redskins going to get a beat down. The Chargers, defending champions, going to get a beat down. Mr. Bucks, Mr. Tom Brady himself, going to get a beat down. It's going to be the other way around this time.
Most certainly,
Tom
man.
Brady.
Most certainly, man, Chap, man. You was on it, man. That's why I call you Mr. Passion, man.
I'm passionate about this team. I just feel that this team has something special with these new rookies and things. And people are counting this team out, and that's something you should never do. You should never count somebody out before the season even begins,
No doubt, man. I appreciate you so much for calling in. Let me just hear from your chest, man. Let me hear that. How about
you already know I'm going to do it. How about the Cowboys?
Yeah, that's my dog, man. Oh, my gosh, man. That's my dog. I opened this line up because I need to hear the wonderful talk tracks of my uncle, man. And his name is Charles, man. You live.
What's up?
Nothing to it. Talk to me, man.
Man, how the family is, man?
Man, the family is great. The family is great right about now.
Let me just say this, Law. I'll make this very quick, man, because I appreciate you letting me in, man. You didn't have to do it. That shows what a gracious man you is, man, and how you love your fans and everything. Let me just say this, man. I'm going to say this, man. When you're in a relationship and you get cheated on, some people only give you one chance, and they let you go. Some people give you 5, 6 chances, 7 chances. But for those ones that give a counterpart 6 or 7 chances, there's only the reason because they're stupid and they're still in love with that person. Well, we've been in love with the Cowboys for 28 years. God damn it, they've been cheating on us. And I'm tired of being cheated on. Now, the next marriage we have, we need to give a damn prenup because I don't have enough of the damn Cowboys. But I like the rookies we got. What kind of sense do we have, Cowboy Nation? What do we really feel about our Cowboys? Because we know they're frustrating. We know they're confusing. But tell me, when you see a beaver down by a creek bathing his ass, what do you say? Do you don't believe what you saw? Or is it Photoshop? I believe what I saw because I saw it on YouTube last night. See, we're in love with the Cowboys, and they're regular cheating on us. When is we going to have our redemption? When is we going to say, okay, we're tired? Now, you got to give us something. Either give us a divorce or stop damn cheating. Now, I'm going to tell you something, Law. The doctor told me that he got a dog and a cat. And I'm gonna get a dog. I said, get a dog for what? Well, I just want my cat to have somebody to play with. I said, look, Doc, that's the wrong thing to do. I said, a cat don't like nobody playing on his territory. Well, couldn't tell him that. And that dog was sitting on the side of the porch on the other end, and the cat was on his hind legs over there enjoying the sunny day. And he's all about that cat. And that cat strapped a fire in his face. It was just like Rick James and Tina Marie. I love you, bet you didn't know that I slapped the mess out of his face. And so we got to realize, man, we're tired of getting cheated on. And we want better results here. Now, we got good rookies. They come in, they say they're doing real good, but we don't know until they got there on that field.
Right.
That's all I got to say, Blair, and I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Uncle Charles, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Since they called back, man, this will be the last caller, man. I'm gonna break down Uncle Charles' conversation in a few, but 678, man, you live.
What's going on, Law?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me.
Hey, man, I've been listening to you for a while now.
Right.
And right. I'm really impressed with you, brother. And I hope that you keep your channel going. You and the boss and Big Game James.
Yes, my guy.
And OC, man.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say, man, we as Dallas, Dallas fans, man, we got to be patient a little bit. I know it's been a lot of years, and I've been a Dallas fan since '79.
Okay, that's a long time.
We just got to give it a chance, man. Give these guys a chance. Don't be worried about what the Eagles talking about. Don't be worried about what the Redskins talking about, and the Giants.
Yep.
And these Skip Bellises and all of them, man.
Yeah.
Let's back our team like we have always done, my brother.
Yep.
And that's all I wanted to say to you. And I thank you. I'm the first time getting in and talking to you, brother.
No doubt.
And you have a blessed day.
And you as well, man. Look at that. Words of encouragement. I appreciate you from the 678. It goes a long way, and that is wonderful. All right.
The conference has been locked.
All right, somebody else is in here. Hey, hello.
Yeah, what's up? My name is Dak Not Done Yet, man.
Dak Not Done Yet. Go ahead with it.
Dak Not Done Yet. I'm a gamer from Austin, Texas.
Okay.
I said 3 years ago, man, we ain't going to the Super Bowl till this year. I just knew it. I felt it. I looked at our defense. And even seeing Michael Parsons last year, I knew he was going to be a beast, but I knew he still needed that extra year to get comfortable and actually know where he needs to go. So that's all I need to say. Like I said, that's not done yet. I watch you every single day. You guys know I'm saying you're real positive. You know what I'm saying? I like that about you. That's why I watch you.
Appreciate it.
And that's it. Like I said, that's not done yet. You know what I'm saying? Holla at you.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you from the 737, man. I love it when people say they've been watching for a long time, and that goes a long way. And that's why he been waiting in the lobby area, and he was the last guy that was in there, and I had to get him in. So, and those words of appreciation goes a long way, Cowboy Nation. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like, share this content, and shout out to my guy Uncle Charles. He said the Cowboys been in that long relationship, and they've been cheating on us. And we have been still in this relationship for 26 to 27 years, faithfully doing our thing, right? Buying jerseys, shirts, going to the game, speaking glowingly of this team. I don't think that the Cowboys been cheating on us, though. I don't think. I think that they've been in an abusive relationship. Right? They've been in one of those abusive relationships, whereas we don't get a chance to voice our thoughts, right? And our opinions of the matter. They just do things that they want to do. They come home early. They come home late at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and they demanding us to fix them breakfast, and we doing that. And they say, "Where's my coffee?" at 8, and they slap us across the face, and we do that. We just been that, loyal citizens of the Dallas Cowboys community. But for those who've been Cowboy fans before Jerry Jones bought the team, you shouldn't turn your back on his team. You shouldn't start looking at other teams and saying that this is what they're doing. Just think about this, Cowboy Nation. As much as you give praises to, dare I say, the Rams for winning their Super Bowl, it took them 20 years to get back, or north of 20 years, right? The last time they won it was 1999. And we got to give praises to what they were able to do in free agency. And like my caller Tariq said, at least they're trying, right? But here's the thing, Cowboy Nation, as we look into all of this. Just like those that's watching right now, the faithful community of the Philadelphia Eagles, who didn't win a title since 1960, stuck with their team until the year 2017. And they're hungry for some more wins, right? It's been 5 years since then, Cowboy Nation, huh? Or Eagles that's watching. Did they turn their back on their team? Did they lose sight and hope? And I don't know how many years it's been from 1960, because I believe that's when they won their last title, right? Up until the year 2017. How many years that was all together? I come here to tell y'all that's listening right now that 1995 is not that far away from the 1960 to the 2017, because that was their story. And I don't think it's going to be that long for ours, Cowboy Nation. We got a few pieces that we got to put together. We got a few things that we got to do, but it's not that bad. And as much as people say, Lord, it's raining on the Cowboys, well, pull out your umbrella, pull it out, and stand tall for your team. Don't fold up like a wallet or a lawn chair. Be willing to fight. Know that at this point, this is where we are at. Win, lose, or draw. Write this down, Cowboy Nation. There's one thing a man should always do. Mainly to himself be true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices turns hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was brother, I will ride with brother, roll with brother, even kill for brother. The morals of life, live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. They'll take a decent man and alter his heart until they seek to rip him apart. Those man, no man shall call a friend, no, because they bend lies around the truth to meet their end. You see, over here in the nation, whether you like it or not, I'm gonna tell you guys what's the real deal, the truth of it. And if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tardy and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, and plan for it, and lose all terror of your mind for it, Cowboy Nation. If you'll go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If dogged and grim and besieged and beset it with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. DC for life, baby. Salute. Let's go. We out, baby. Let me see some blue hearts in the chat. Peace.
When you pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she ice. Freeze, photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no photos. Hit the door and the dome and just whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up, wait till I old producer saw the numbers one. Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up, talk of the town when you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring.
Said City Cowboy LTG. Shout out to you. And is that boy? I couldn't read the rest of it. But shout out to you, boy. RJ, Tito's. Shout out to the Tito's out there. Dobbins.
Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze, photo, please.
Appreciate y'all. One love, baby.
No, please, no photos. I keep giving game away. I put game on layaway. I got paid to play today. I get paid to stay away.
I do.
I get paid on rainy days. I might make it rain today. I got paid off pain today.
I did.
Thought it'd take the pain away. In my own lane, finger roll. I would never sell my only soul. Heard your whole team was for sale. Heard it's on the market for the low. Who the realest, we might never know. All this acting, you gon' play a role. Give you the world when they sign you up. Try you out and then they line you up. Ooh, now you're looking hungry, ribs are touching, need some food. Now you're all on live acting surprised, but you was fooled. Boy, get out the way, it's been a day, now you're old news. Now you got the pen and pad, you're trying to take my moves. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze, photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no photos. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze, photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no photos.
Let's go, baby. Shout out to all of the paper champs. I see you. Hey, if you think they going to the Super Bowl because y'all did a few moves during the off season,
You liar!
you know, come on, baby.
Thief!
Stop trying to steal it.
Thief! Come back, thief! Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
It's Mr. Nasty time.
So you understand the words I'm saying to you?
Yeah. Oh, you think darkness is your ally?
No doubt, no doubt. One love, everybody. Let's get up out of here. But before I roll, I like to always play this right here. Uh-oh. Let's slow down. Come on, baby. It's Mr. Nasty time for your mind. Oh, and you're watching all the way to this point and you have not hit that like, shared, or subscribe, come on.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Yep.
Take a drag of my cigarette. Breathe me out, breathe you in.
One love to y'all. One love.
Yeah. Take a bite of my burger, babe. Save the last bite for you. For you. Ooh. Don't let the street lights hit you.
Shout out to your ghost face.
You know it's dangerous.
Jaylen Ramsey.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too?
Fabo. Shout out to you, man.
I'll follow.
Let me see the blue hearts in the chat. And if you're another team, you can put your team colors in the chat too. But let me see the blue hearts in the chat, baby. And put down where y'all from. I love to know that.
7 years of perfect love. 7 more and another one. And another one.
Right. Boss Cartwright. Love it.
7 wonders all in one.
Shout out time for you.
All in
Man, appreciate you.
Don't let the street lights hit you.
Gut Bomber. Hey.
You know it's dangerous to go alone.
Damone in the house. Appreciate you, David.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too? I'll follow.
East
Wherever you go.
Shout out to you.
Whatever you do.
Shout out to you, Mo.
Player too.
Sadiqa. Charles. Sheila Neal.
If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far,
the truth.
so
You can't
far.
handle the truth.
If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.